Greetings, beautiful earthlings. My name is Star. If you are new here, I don't know how you found me, but I am super glad you did. And if you are returning, y'all, the real MVP, you already know. So as you guys can tell, this is not my normal video. I have been having a whole lot of landscaping noise this morning, and I have just been dying to make a video, so I'm trying every which way to make it work. Did kind of shoot myself in the foot with all of this ambient noise being outside, but at least it's outside noise, so I thought it would be fun for you guys to join me outside. I really do like coming outside for these shadow work videos, so I do want to say first and foremost, if you guys hear any talking, it's outside. I can't do anything about that, and I do have little mama here with me too, so hopefully she lets me film today. So if you guys are brand new to my channel, I just want to say first off, thank you so much. I am so grateful to have you here, and I really appreciate all of your interactions. So if you guys have been lurking for a while, why don't you go ahead and hit that little subscribe button down there, as well as the post notification bell, so that you get notified every time I upload a video, because I don't upload regularly, and at least that way you can keep up with me. And another way to keep up with my content uploads is going to be through my socials. All that information is always in the description box for you guys. So what I wanted to talk about today is kind of just going to be for the people that have been watching all of my videos in succession, really hanging out with me, really wanting to keep in touch with me and touch base with me. And I really do appreciate that so much, because there are some people who kind of just come in and out of the channel for specific videos, and I understand. I mean, it's the internet. You don't have any you don't have any obligation to stay, you know what I mean? So I really do appreciate when I have people who watch every single one of my videos, even the announcement videos and all the things that I'm really excited about. So this is one that has been kind of weighing heavily on me, and you guys already know I have been working on a project. It is a shadow work project with the High Vibe Sister Tribe creator and admin Bonnie, and I kind of came about this in the wrong way, and it was starting to get to me a little bit the more I was getting into reading through the prompts, trying to put together scripts of things to work through, and I realized I haven't been completely open and honest and vulnerable with you guys about this subject, and it was kind of getting to me that people started looking to me as kind of an authority on shadow work, and started coming to me with a whole lot of questions. And that's wonderful. I want you guys to have questions. I want to be able to help with those questions. I want to be able to help answer them either with me or with me and Bonnie, however which way we can help you guys out. But I realized that I was coming to you guys from a place of, I've done a lot of shadow work. This is kind of icing on the cake for me. It's not a big deal, and that's not true at all. Clearly, shadow work affects everybody in many different stages of your life. So like I said in the introduction to the series, I realized when going through all of these, journal prompts and everything, and talking with Bonnie and starting to be more active in her group, I'm starting to really realize where I started and stopped with shadow work. And yes, I have gone through tons and tons of therapy in my short life, and I have done a lot of shadow work, but I do realize that there's still a lot of things I don't want to touch. And for those of you guys who do not know, I do have a baby, a daughter, and she's going on 10 months now. So once you start, when you have a child, your life kind of changes in such a way that you start to reflect on the traumas that your parents had caused on you, and things you don't want to pass down to your daughter and your child and your family lineage. And you start to really think about your ancestral wounding, and am I going to continue this? Am I going to continue raising my child in the way that my parents raised me, in the way that their grandparents raised them? And it's caused me to really take a second look at myself and how I do things, and I realize I am still doing a lot of blaming. I am still doing a lot of victim mentality. Even though I have overcome a lot of that in my life, I do realize that I am still kind of doing that, and it's just because I get so caught up in the mundane day-to-day life of being stuck in quarantine, raising my daughter, trying to get videos done. I didn't realize how hard of a shell I had created around myself and not let emotion through. And I was just kind of coming from a place of, I'm a mother, I need to be strong, I need to raise this child, and I need to show her how to be strong and how to learn and how to be strong. And that's kind of also something that came from both of my parents, and something that a lot of our parents instill in us as well, which is, you know, being strong. Especially if you're a man, there is that ancestral wounding of being weak and, you know, being that toxic masculine strong image. And I do have a lot of that ingrained in me, of being strong, not being weak, and you know, if you're not first, you're last, things like that. And I have done a lot to overcome that in my life, but now that I have somebody looking up to me, I realize that I'm starting to revert back to that, where I'm closing back into my shell and I'm hardening my heart to things like emotion and, you know, fun and whatnot. And it's very eye-opening once you start getting into shadow work, especially with the extensive journal prompts that Bonnie has put together for all of her, you know, group members. And it's about 30 pages worth of journal prompts, and it's a lot. And there is definitely, like I said to you guys in the last video, there's a lot of things I still can't touch in those journal prompts, and it's really hard for me to read through them, to just edit them. So I did get overwhelmed when starting this this whole series, and I realized, like, I don't want you guys to think that I am an authority on this figure at all. I don't want you guys to think that I'm coming from a place of triumph and I am coming from a place of all-knowing in any sense. And in doing all of this shadow work reflection and putting these scripts together and editing and things like that, and trying to figure out which of these videos I'm going to be doing by myself and which of them Bonnie is going to be coming to guest star on, I just realized that I want to be honest with you guys in this series. Like, I want to be honest, because I did not realize in doing YouTube and in having, you know, the tripod and the backdrop and the chair and doing makeup and things like that, and getting into that YouTube personality, that I have become hardened to being on camera. And I do have that facade, and I've been talking about this with quite a few different people lately about you know, having that facade and having that TV personality, as it were, surrounding YouTube, and how to kind of drop that and be authentic on your channel. And, you know, I'm constantly advocating for that and telling people it's so important to be authentic on your channel, and it's so important to be authentic and really show people your true personality, and not have that filter of camera, if that makes sense. Not have that camera personality, not have that camera hat. And I do kind of get into character, as everyone does when you start filming on a regular basis, where you just kind of put on this camera personality. And that's not something that I want to that's not something I want to portray to you guys as who I am. And the way that my daughter plays into this, the reason why I brought that up is because I've been doing a lot of reflection in the past few weeks since agreeing to start this series. And I have realized that I made an agreement to myself to start doing the work as well, so that I can be open and honest and vulnerable with you guys about this work, and show you that it's okay to be vulnerable with this type of work. It's okay to be hurt. It's okay to take breaks. It's okay to feel that hurt and feel that trauma, and you really need to be in that place to feel it. You got to be strong to feel it and accept it and be able to release it and let it go, right? So it is extremely hard work, and I've been thinking a lot lately about what I want to leave as a mark for who I was for my daughter to look up to. I think about this often. If I were to disappear tomorrow, in what condition would I leave my mark on who my daughter thinks that I am as a person? Not just who she thinks I am as a mother, but who she thinks I am as a person. When she's a teenager, when she's an adult, how is she going to look back on me? And I have noticed that since starting the Shadow Work series, I'm looking at my parents differently, and I'm starting to realize that, you know, they are people too. They have traumas too. They were also raised under the veil of shadows and ancestral wounding, and it's something that we I think that this generation now is starting to really reflect upon and really starting to want to heal that ancestral wounding and want to work hard through those shadows and really heal ourselves, not only for ourselves and our family and our future and our family's futures, but for our ancestral lineage. Because when you heal yourself and you heal your traumas and you move forward in your truth, you are also healing that ancestral wounding for your entire family line. And there is something that someone posted the other day that really got me thinking about that. And all of a sudden today, I wanted to, get up real early and shoot a bunch of videos, and I have this huge list of, tarot topics that I want to do. And I have a whole bunch of questions that people have been asking me, and I've been putting together plans of how to make videos out of them. And in doing so, I realized the shadow work series kept getting pushed further and further down that list. And it's more of the YouTube political facade of what my channel is, what my channel should be. And I've been thinking very heavily about maybe starting a second channel for things like raising vibration, shadow work, stuff like that. But I also feel like it should still be in my channel so that you can see a multifaceted person and understand that it is okay to have a work-life balance. That is super imperative in shadow work, in growing up and things like that. And I've just really been struggling a whole lot with this idea of a camera personality, of trying to find who I am authentically to be able to show it to you guys, but in order to show it honestly and truthfully to my daughter. I want her to look on these videos later in life and say that she's proud of me. I want to be able to look on these videos later in my life and say that I'm proud of the work that I've done and the people that I've helped. And I want, honestly, to help my twin flame. And I know that this is a very touchy subject. Not a lot of people really embrace the idea of their twin flame, and I do believe that as a light worker, I do have a twin flame, and whether I have met that person or not, I know that if I am stuck, that my twin flame is also stuck, and that one of us needs to do the work to drag the other out of the shadows. And I am the person that has had the strength to work through it in my life so far. So I feel like I do have this responsibility for me, for my daughter, for my family, for my viewers, and for my twin flame to work really hard through those shadows, to work toward my goals, and to be vulnerable and authentic. It's real hard. It's real hard because I am I keep wanting to say TV personality, a YouTube personality, and I know that I don't ever market my videos to children, but I don't age restrict them either. So I do want any younger kids that do stumble across my videos to see them as learning content, not just what I think about what's hot in the news right now or what's hot in pop culture or some gobbledygook, right? I had a friend come to me about starting a YouTube channel, and he was talking about wanting to do a mukbang channel, and it really hurt my heart that somebody wanted to come to me about advice to start a YouTube channel about something as superficial as mukbangs. And I want people to look up to me for the right reasons, right? If I have a platform, if I have a voice, I want to use it in the right way. And that's really what I've been struggling with, because even though I'm at a smaller number of almost 300 subs, right? That's still about 300 people that are looking to my content regularly. And
that's where it went short.
It's a puppy. And if that's not, 300 people that are seeing my content regularly, because there's a lot of numbers that you guys don't see on the back end, and 90% of my views come from non-subscribers. So mind you, that's 300 people that are subscribed to me, that are watching my content regularly, that are getting notifications, that are keeping up with my content. But then there's that huge 90% amount of people that are not subscribed to me, that are still coming to my videos. So I want them to see really good, informative, helpful content when I come across their recommended, because I have been getting people from across the internet that have been coming to me from the recommended, from places like Facebook and Google and Bing and all over the place, and different countries, and the amount of viewers that I have from different countries is so overwhelming to even imagine. So I realized that 300 subscribers can very quickly turn into 1,000 subscribers. I do have a video that is creeping closely to 2,000 views, and the more views and likes my content gets, the more I get recommended. And that's the whole point of YouTube, right? That's the name of the game. And with over 100 videos being done under my belt now, I'm starting to realize that I want to transform my channel. And Gabrielle Lobb has been talking about this on her channel, how she rebranded. She was once a girl in some cards tarot, and she wanted to completely change her entire channel overnight. She wanted to change how people perceive her, and she wanted to change the whole aesthetic, right? And that's kind of what I'm going through right now. As you guys know, Scorpio season just turned into Sagittarius season. So this turned into not only really understanding what your dreams are and what your passions are, but now having the drive to go forth and make the change and affect the change and really, really put in the work to do what you want to do. So that's where I am now, where I'm staying up till 4 o'clock in the morning, putting together lists and scripts and ideas of videos. And I'm starting to get to the point where I am filming upwards of 5 videos a day again, because I just feel like I don't have enough time to make all of the videos that I want. Luckily, I'm in such a blessed position that we will be moving house in about 6 to 8 months. So this whole limited filming schedule that I have will not be an issue. I will also have space to have a whole setup, and I will be away from the noise in my house, which is going to be amazing. It's going to be such a huge blessing. So my channel is going to transform next year when I have the ability to finally transform it in the ways that I want it to. But in the meantime, I can't just abandon my channel and say I gotta wait until I have the time and the space and the availability to do so. I do need to keep affecting the change and keep slowly doing things and keep moving forward, because I've been giving people the advice not to give up on 2020. Everybody's living in the future. How great is 2021 going to be? And I keep telling everybody there's still, the end of this month, there's still all of next month. You still have a couple days to go. Like, why would you just abandon an entire month? There's so much work that can be done in that time. So I want you guys to know I am very steadily moving forward with all of these series. I want you guys to understand I have not forgotten about any of the series that I have. I know that I do still have the Learn the Rider-Waite Tarot. I have been trying every which way to figure out how to make that a better series so that people can enjoy watching it and not just muddle through it. It was very disappointing, the amount of people who were interested as opposed to the amount of people who actually showed up for it. And it was super heartbreaking. It was a huge hit for me. And I realized, the world doesn't stop turning. I got to keep going. I got to keep finding new passions, new things to ignite that creativity. And something happened today that made me realize all of this was in the back of my mind. Okay, so that's why I wanted so badly to come talk to you guys today, because I am very influenced by clearly a lot of people, but Shawn Mendes has been a very big influence on my life in the past couple of years. And when I found his music, I realized that it just makes me feel. And that's something I did not realize I was closed off to. Like, we listen to music and we get calloused to how music makes us feel, especially if we're listening to the same music over and over. And especially listening to Shawn Mendes' older music, because he was not putting as much of his heart into it, right? He was still given his whole heart and what he had at the time, but now his music has transformed so much because he has transformed so much. And I was watching his interview about In Wonder. I do plan to do a video about all of this because it's a very huge topic and I really want to reach a whole lot of people about it. But in short, I realized I closed off a lot of myself and I closed off a lot of emotions, and I felt like I had reached some kind of victory with how much work I put in as far as shadow work in my life, and I thought like I was good and I didn't have to go any further and I was just gonna coast. And that's not how shadow work is. That's not how growing up is. That's not how learning is. That's not how the human experience or life or being a light worker is or should be. So I was watching an interview and, you know, just Shawn Mendes talking about being Shawn Mendes and meditation, and he starts talking about ancestral wounding and like trauma and manifestation and God, just so many amazing things. And he's such a huge light worker and he doesn't even realize it. And I was crying happy tears, and I'm a big wah-wah, so I cry a lot, but I didn't realize, like, I haven't had a good, happy, inspired cry in a while. Like, usually my cries are just kind of like stressful cries or frustration cries. And this one today was happy and inspired. And I realized that what Shawn Mendes emits in the world is what I want to emit to however many people are looking at me. Not just like looking at me on the street, I mean like looking at me, following my videos, following my content, what have you. I want to be a beacon of love and light as well. I want to take all of the love that you guys give me and internalize it and give it right back to you threefold. So I just wanted to let you guys know today, I have not given up on any of my series. I have not forgotten about the shadow work series, the Learn the Rider Waite series, the Angels series, any of the things that I'm doing, but they might not pick up in production for quite a couple of months. You guys are doing really amazing, hanging in there with me and having so much patience for me to get out one video a day the way that I do. It's still extremely hard, and I have to cram about 5 videos into one day and maybe 2 or 3 the next day to be able to get out a week's worth of videos every single day. And I'm working real hard and I'm grinding really hard to help grow my channel and extend my reach. But I realized I don't just want to do that for tarot. And that kind of hit me real hard today, that the politics of YouTube tell me that my channel has to be one track focused, and I have to build my viewer base around one thing, and I cannot stray from that one thing. And I'm constantly wanting to make videos outside of that focus, and I keep steering myself back to tarot and trying to find other ways to make tarot videos and what else can I do surrounding tarot and teaching tarot. But I do really realize that I have a huge passion for advocating light work and raising your vibration and shadow work. And I'm so grateful to Bonnie for her group for having kind of triggered that in me lately. And I want you guys to know I did bring a script. I was going to start the shadow work series today, but I kind of wanted to take advantage of being outside, being in the air, having a little walk, feeling good, and just talk to you guys about what I'm going through. So I'm getting eaten by bugs in here, and little mama is not happy. It's okay, Bubba. I'm almost done, okay? Give me 2 seconds. I know you're not happy. So I'll go ahead and wrap up this video, friends. If you guys have not already heard, I am now an affiliate for 3E Candle Co. So if you guys go click my link in the description box, you will get 15% off of your entire purchase on candles, wax melts, bath bombs, what have you. And you also directly support my channel by doing so. Don't forget, my Etsy stickers are still down there for you guys if you would like to enter my raffle. Bubba, hey, mommy's almost done. It's okay. So if you guys would like to enter my raffle for a free tarot deck, a free reading, and more stickers, you can still purchase those on my Etsy page. And I gotta wrap up this video. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you made it to the end, please give me a big thumbs up. If you didn't like this video, that's cool. Thumbs down. You don't have to like my video. Say whatever you want in the comments, because y'all do anyway. And I really hope that you have a beautiful... Woo, mama. Hey, no screaming, please. I really hope that you have a beautiful, wonderful day wherever you are when this video reaches you, my friends, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Namaste.